Welcome back, everyone, to Light Off Feeds Podcast. This is episode 56.
Yep.
Biggest gamer.
Adamar.
And today we're back with Beyond the Timescape.
We did it, guys. We found out. We found out the big secret. That everything happened. All the big shabams. It honestly was a great,
Secrets among secrets.
Secrets among secrets, and also I feel like it ended the major arcs that we've gone through, or a lot of the mini arcs that we've gone through. It kind of completed the major arc.
Yeah.
Of the series that we were in. You know,
the whole Sealing County.
Yeah. Sealing County major arc. I think it was perfectly completed. Everything was found out that we mostly wanted to find, and I don't think there was any really loose ends.
There isn't, except for one thing.
Alright. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Alright. So, like we always do, if you hate Beyond the Timescape, which is crazy if you do, because this is our favorite novel. I've actually seen on Twitter and I Wish a World, bro. This novel's breaking records. Alright?
It is.
Everybody's saying this is the best novel on the site, and I gotta agree.
It is.
So
that 97% isn't for show.
Alright, but if you for some reason just don't like what we talk about Beyond the Timescape, next week we're doing a review novel. We're gonna review a novel, guys. We haven't done it in a while, but as you probably know, the novels we're doing right now, they're lacking in chapters, so we're trying to add a new one.
Caught up.
Yep, caught up, and some of them are just starting translating slow and stuff. So we're doing Splitting the Heavens next week. Instead of 50 chapters like we do, we're going to do 200 straight in one go.
Yep, mostly because we read it. We're just yeah. And it's the only thing we have, so it's 200 in one go.
Yeah.
Because usually when we doubled up, we wouldn't have enough time for it, but now we do.
Yeah. Because we're gonna do 50 chapters starting from right now to next week, but we started reading it last week. And we actually thought it was pretty good. So we just read a little too much. So now we're alright, let's do we're actually not doing just 200 chapters. We're doing the whole first book, which is a total of 209 chapters.
Yep.
So that's what we'll be reviewing. Minor spoilers maybe?
Yeah, we can do it.
But minor?
Yeah, we won't say anything big though.
Yeah, we'll do some minor spoilers. But a lot goes down, so we'll we won't try to go too hard. We are trying to review it. We're not trying to give everything away.
Yeah.
So that's next week. Now back to Beyond the Timescape.
So we left off on 510. We're doing the funeral for Palace Master Kong.
Yep.
Sad. He went out. He went out the hero's dream way.
He did.
Every hero's dream.
Except it was tainted.
It was tainted because of scheming, but he knew it.
Yeah.
He knew it. He was like, I have to do this.
Mm-hmm. And it was crazy. Literally, the very first chapter we read, chapter 511, right? Because usually when we say 510 or 540, that means we stopped at 510, and we all know that means we read 510.
Yeah.
So the very first chapter, 511, and let's just say Dozier 19. All right. It went right automatically. Everything clicked right there. It was like the puzzle pieces in a labyrinth. They just went.
We finally figured it out.
Yep, and it was kind of wild, cause he didn't fully figure it out right there.
Well, yeah. So what happened was he had the pill, the mutagen decreasing pill. I forget what it's called.
Oh, the white bolus.
Boluses.
Yeah.
And he smelled it, and he said it smelled similar to the went back to them when they did the mission with Kong.
Well, I think exactly. Yeah.
Back then when they did the mission, it's had the same exact smell, and so he was confused. He was like, "Why does it smell the exact same?"
And he also, from Dozier 19, when he read it, or when he got the reports from Kong, he found out that there was a light havoc fate pill, or a light fate havoc pill.
Light havoc fate pill.
Light havoc fate pill was used to be in the wish box.
Yeah.
So that's what he found out from Dozier 19, and we also got a clue from the smell too, but we didn't get the final grand puzzle.
Yeah, we just realized that it was somewhere it was part of it.
Yeah, but we find out for sure a late Havoc fate pill was used to kill the governor. We got that guarantee. From then, we didn't know how he got killed from it, but that's how they got him. A half-step smoldering god.
Mm-hmm.
And then pretty much right after this, Zoo King is like, he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's basically he's drinking, right?
Yeah.
He's drinking with Kong, kind of just like going through the motions. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Until the captain even told him, just don't do anything crazy. I'll be back. I gotta unlock
a seal.
Yeah, unlock a seal. He comes back. He's basically Great Circle. He's like a pseudo Soul, basically, right?
Yeah, and then his master tells him in Captain, like, lay low. In a month, just leave. We'll leave the Sicilian County.
Yep. Well, no. I think that happened after.
Oh, was that after?
Yeah. I think they were. The captain and Zoo King were just chilling, and then the captain came back, and Zoo King told them Forbidden by the Immortal was opening up, and like it was gonna happen in like 3 days, or like 5 days, something like that.
Yeah, and they started wondering like why, because the war's still going on.
Yeah,
they just got called back.
Yeah. And then they were like, how do we get Master 7th here? Because we need some backup.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to basically take away some flesh from the god.
Yeah, because they found out, because this is the loose end.
Mm-hmm.
So Zhang Xian, he was parasitized by the Crimson Goddess, Crimson Moon Goddess.
Yep.
And clearly, he found out that the human, like, upper officials all know about it, because they put...
Who found out?
Zuki.
Okay.
So he found out that they all knew about it, because, like, he said, like, how could it have gone to the Grand Emperor? And it's like, oh, well, he must have seen it and told everyone.
Oh yeah, he contacted the old Grand Elder of the Source Age Palace and Emperor Receiving County region prefecture.
He told him.
Yeah, and the Grand Elder was like, yeah, we knew.
Yep, because they have like a human formation or something, and so then that's when the finger of the god in his golden core told him like, oh, you're gonna feed my main body to the Crimson Goddess.
Yeah, the main body of the clone.
Yeah.
Because it's still the clone. I wonder what the actual body is, if it's still alive. You think it's alive?
No. They didn't feed the clone of his body. They fed his main body. He's the clone.
So this is my thinking. They sealed a clone of a god in there. They didn't seal a god.
Is that the official wording?
Yeah, and they sealed. What happened was, in D-132 they sealed a finger.
Yeah.
And then
For testing
and stuff.
No, I think it was a real god, bro.
I think it was the clone of a god that she ate.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure.
Okay.
They ate the clone of a god, but she still fed on it. She was like scrumptious.
Yeah, it was a snack though.
Yeah, compared to what she got.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're preparing to open Forbidden by the Immortal, which that palace master and the governor and everyone was trying to stop and not do it because it's not safe.
Not the palace master, Seventh Prince. Palace Master's dead.
No, before, because this was an order from... They got the order a long time ago to open it.
Forbidden by the Immortal?
They
did get it.
And they were trying to delay it. But now the Seventh Prince is here and they can't delay it anymore.
Because this Palace Master was like, I'm not sacrificing one of my own.
Yeah, because they didn't want to sacrifice Zhang Xian.
And then Seventh Prince is like, psh, put him off to chop liver. I'm not gonna lie, these first I'd say 15 chapters, they were much slower paced, and not a crazy amount was happening in Forbidden by the Immortal, and I was kind of surprised by that.
It went back to the old feel, we're adventuring.
Yeah.
So they opened it and they went adventuring in the Forbidden by the Immortal. They convinced, it was really funny, because they before this they went to Master 7. They're like, hey, now let us steal food from the tiger's mouth. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
He was like, fine, do it. And they were trying to figure it out. And then they brought, who did they bring?
Ning something?
Yeah, Ning Yang.
Yeah, Ning Yang.
Ning Yang. Yeah. And it turned out it ended up being Master 7 disguised as Ning Yang.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
That was really bad.
I feel bad for him, bro.
Yeah, because the captain was trolling him, yeah, because he uses him as a meat shield. And then, but he didn't know it was Master 7, so he kept trolling him. And then Master 7 was like, oh, that's how you treat people, huh?
Yeah.
That's how you treat your master. I was so bad for him.
Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, then he went and did his own thing, and they all did their own thing. And they told Zoo King to not circulate his God Source, because it would attract all the bad creatures.
Yeah, so basically, because he has D-132 in one of his palaces, and he has a god body that he created already, and it's so cool. It's basically a god body of the clone that he's currently in.
Well,
he's better than the immortal.
Oh yeah, so he wanted to absorb it, but it would bring all the bad creatures nearby.
Yeah, and so these creatures also, an important fact here, it's one of Ancient Dark Serenity. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Ancient Dark Serenity's imperial palaces, and he had 36, I believe. And this thing is huge. Think of it as its own minor world. I thought it was gonna be like maybe a couple miles. I don't know. Something like, I thought it was gonna be like a treasure chest type thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be a minor world.
Yeah.
I was like not expecting that, because they never. I don't think they ever mentioned that it was a forbidden region down there. Like, because it's technically not, but it technically is.
I mean, it's forbidden by the immortal.
But like, I felt like I didn't realize it was a forbidden region down there.
Yeah.
Did I ever make that clear before or no?
I mean, yeah, because the name. It just, I understand what you mean though, because they didn't talk, because the way they handle the other forbidden regions, they like stay away from and seal it.
Yeah.
But this one they sealed it and then they just lived on top of it.
I almost, that's why I didn't even make the connection that was forbidden by the immortal, for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I was just kind of like, oh, forbidden by the immortal right here.
Yeah, cause I realized that just because he said when he was getting the supplies, he was like, yeah, we can release the seal and forbidden by the immortal. I was like, oh yeah, because they're like right on top of it.
Yeah, that's when I realized, I was like, oh, this is forbidden by the immortal. I was like, wow, I've been lost. Talking about being lost, guys. I'm done with being lost, right? This is it, you know, we come in here and we talk about, primarily myself, I don't want to talk for biggest game here. I've been missing stuff in this book. This book be going right over me. We just saw it right here, live. Maybe not live, but recorded. You know, like, I've been live recording. I'm not missing stuff no more, guys. I am buying a notebook. Alright, specifically for Beyond the Timescape, and I'm taking notes when I read. Alright, I've never had to do this before, but I missed too many things. I'm not getting God again. Maybe not the next time we talk about it. I'll have like everything in order. But the time after that, they're not getting me no more. Alright, they might still get me, but not as hard. Alright, maybe like the super big reveals, but I'm getting the small ones. I'm getting them.
Yeah, I don't know how they're forbidden by that.
That notebook's gonna be full. Alright, the way this guy drops hints. But yeah, we're in the forbidden by the immortal.
Yep, and then they're looting. They like loot some different regions. Mm-hmm. Some of them aren't that super important.
Yeah.
But we find one that's really important, where they go in. And they see Zoo King gets a calling, and to one of the regions, and they try to go in, but the captain gets ejected, or they both got ejected because he was with the captain, and it wanted him to go in by himself.
Yeah.
So he does that, and then he sees a little snippet of history.
Yeah, I think he doesn't see it yet. I thought he hears. No, he saw it. No, you're right.
I think he saw it right away.
He saw it, and then I thought he heard it actually. I thought he heard. So when he gets in there, he hears Plumdark, Arch2 Plumdark.
Oh, does he hear her crying?
Yeah, he hears her crying.
Yeah. And
then I think he goes trying to get over to it, and then it sends him away. That's how I remember it. And then they get woken up, and then they're like, all right. And then Zoo King's like, all right, I'm gonna go over there and look at it. I remember when I was reading that, I was so lost. I was like, did he just repeat a whole chapter?
Oh, yeah. Me too. I was confused. I was like, oh, shit. They lost their memory.
And then, and that's what happened. It was exactly like D-132, but it was so, like, more forceful.
Yeah.
That it was, like, hard to catch. Like, when reading, you guys would think that you just... He literally copy and pasted the paragraphs. So you just thought you were rereading again, and you're like, what's happening? And then until Zuking was about to start stepping forward... And I was like, I didn't just reread this, like I am rereading this, but I get why, because, like, he lost his memory, and then, like, they realized they actually lost 3 days.
Yeah, because they looked at the time, and they were like, 3 days? And that's when they realized they lost. That's a good way to check.
Yeah.
Like, if you remember the date,
mm-hmm.
or the day, and you're just like, what is that?
Well, it wasn't even because of them. It was because they had, their immortal swords. They were not their immortal swords. What are they called? The sword sage swords.
The command medallions.
Yeah, the command swords. They were sending them messages, and the first message was like when they got there, and the next message was like, oh, be gone in like 2 days, and they had a 5-day period, so they were like, oh my god, 3 days passed. So that's how they knew, and that was kind of crazy. And then Izu King went in there for a second time.
And we saw that. We saw the snippet of history.
Yeah, talk about it, bro.
So we ended up seeing Archduke Plumdark.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in I think she was in like an imperial dress too.
Yeah.
And she was weeping. And
think so.
Yep, she was sad. She was like, she didn't want to leave because they were talking about leaving. And then someone, I'm assuming, I think they said it was her brother?
Yeah, it was her brother.
Her brother was like, hey, we gotta go. And she was like, no, we shouldn't leave.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, it's messed up. Because this is clearly the time period when the god in the broken face, fermented face?
The broken god?
Broken god, whatever. In the sky came.
The broken face of the god.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And obviously was wreaking havoc. And this is when the ancient emperor Dark Shorty decided to leave. Mm-hmm. And she was like, he doesn't deserve to call himself ancient emperor for abandoning humanity. Mm-hmm. And then the brother was just felt regret, but he left. She stayed behind, and it's clearly I think she got reincarnated.
I think on that point though, I don't think so. It's also clearly stated that the president of the 8-Sect Coalition is her brother, right? Or sorry, maybe not brother. Sorry, it's her. It's her senior brother, because he's actually like the strongest person. He's part of the ancient Dark Serenity sect. Is what I'm trying to say.
You mean the president?
Yeah, the president was part of the ancient Dark Serenity sect, but he became the president. So
now she's senior brother. Yeah.
Yeah, it's her senior brother. Sorry, and so
he knows something about her.
I was gonna say that I don't think he's the reincarnation of her brother.
No.
Yeah, I just want to make that clear.
No, but I think he knows about her origins, and that's why he's been trying
something. I don't think he knows the exact, but I know he knows something.
Yeah.
Because he's been trying to eat her, basically.
Yeah, turning her like a pill furnace.
Yeah, which is crazy. Because it doesn't seem like
There's something with her. I think it's like a bloodline thing.
Yeah. It almost doesn't seem like he's trying to dual cultivate with her. He seems like he's trying to eat her. That's how I kind of
absorb her.
Yeah. That's how I read that. How about you too?
It's similar, yeah.
Okay, because I didn't think it was dual cultivation. It was no, let me absorb you.
Yeah.
I kind of thought at the time, I think I remember it was eating because he was using the golden crow, I think, and I thought he was gonna just munch her out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we get that, and we find out that little snippet of history that we were able to find was created with a Timescape bottle, right? And so a Timescape bottle is basically a video recording of some time in the past. I think it was a regular video recording. But it lives outside of...
Lives beyond the Timescape.
Yeah, lives beyond the Timescape.
Yeah.
Name drop, guys. Boom. 520 something chapters, but we're here. We got the name drop. I love when books do that.
Yeah.
I love when shows do that. I love when anything does that. Because it makes me think, this is what this book is about. Oh, snap. And we actually find out nothing besides that about the bottle.
Yeah.
All we know is
just
that
takes it and just like
the captain actually knows some stuff about it, and he says the captain is like, oh, this is a really important bottle. Like, basically, even ancient emperors will like try to find anything they can do to try to find one, and only one per era like comes out. I don't even know what an era like timeline looks like.
yeah. I don't know what it's defined as.
But we do know one in every era, so they're very rare. I don't know how many of these there's been. Probably less than 100 or 200. They're important, but not even the ancient emperors knew why. So, or maybe they did know, but everybody besides them doesn't know.
Yeah.
So, it's shrouded in mystery, but we got one.
Mm-hmm.
And it also becomes Zoo King's final palace. He gets his 11th palace. No, 12th.
I think it's 12.
12. Oh yeah, because also something is before he goes to Forbidden by the Immortal, I think he gets another lamp.
Oh yeah, he gets the other part, right?
No, not that one. He gets the broken sword lamp.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he puts it in, so he gets 4 lamps. And he gets 4 life lamps, and then his final Imperial Gold Core Palace that he had to fill, which would technically be his 12th now, was
the Timescape bottle.
The Timescape bottle. He put it in there.
Got some weird shit in his gold cores.
We want to go through them.
Can't remember them all.
Alright, so he has 12. We can go 4 real quick. 4 life lamps. Boom.
Yeah. Okay,
Another 8. We have
the Imperial Techniques.
He only has 1 Imperial Technique. I know he has multiple Imperial Techniques, but I think only 1 is at the gold core level.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So Golden Crow Devourer, Manifestation. What's that guy? The Smoldering God.
Oh, Ghost Emperor.
Ghost Emperor.
He has D132 in there.
D132. The Heavenly Dow.
Oh yeah.
The embryo of the Heavenly Dow. We're missing some good stuff in there. Oh, the Daylight Sun.
Yep.
What else? That's 5. We only need 3 more. We're doing pretty good. Daylight Sun.
You're half, I guess going Crow.
Alright, let's go. Emperor, or Ghost Emperor, D132. Embryo of the
Heavenly Dow.
Ghost Crow. Daylight. I know I'm missing a really simple one.
What did we miss?
Oh, the Taboo. Taboo Poison.
Oh yeah, Taboo
6.
Poison.
That was his first one. Taboo Poison. Oh, we're missing some easy ones. We're missing 2 more. There's 2 more. We have D132. We have the Daybreak Light.
Wow, what are we missing?
Is one of...
Oh, the Violet Moon.
Violet Moon, yeah. He gets his own Violet Moon.
There's 1 more.
Is it along the lines of that? Along the Violet Moon? Does it? No, that's the Taboo Core. That goes with that. We're missing 1 more. We're pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Bro, I can't think of it. Is it not a technique?
I don't think so, because he doesn't have any other techniques at that level. I almost feel like I wish... Did I...
Was it not the... Bro, I can't remember.
I can't remember either. What did he put in there?
That's crazy that we can't remember this.
We did pretty good, though.
Yeah, we did.
We got 11 to 12. And you know what it is? I know it's like somewhere between the 4th and 8th lamp. Gold core. Because I know like 4 was like... I think 3 was golden.
3 was the poison core.
Yeah. And I think 2 was golden core. No, sorry.
No, the first 2 was...
Taboo?
The first 2 were the life lamps.
Besides the life lamps.
I know, but I'm saying like if you want to even in order, the first 2 were life lamps, the 3rd one was a golden core, the 4th one was...
But I'm saying, what was he putting? I'm talking about the order of stuff that he had to put into his course.
Yeah, so after the 3rd, what was the 4th one?
So like disregard life lamps. The first one was the Taboo Poison Gold Core.
Oh, you want to do that one?
Yeah. The first one was Taboo Poison Gold Core. The second one, I feel like that's the one we're missing.
Yeah, because after that, that was the the gold.
Yeah,
God
what was the third one? What is that one we're missing?
That was so early.
Yeah, that was him. He was still in.
Was it not his? No, I'm thinking of his golden core technique, but that's not.
No, he got that at the Capitol. Oh, how are we missing it? Because he was already like a couple of gold cores in when he went to the Nether Flake Pillar. Or Nether Passage Pillar, whatever it's called. I think it's called Nether Flake Pillar.
Oh, no. It's not that one. Because it was Ghost Emperor, Violet Moon. It was Poison Core, Ghost Emperor, Violet Moon. It's after. It's after.
No. I think it was Ghost. I think it was Poison Core, Violet Moon, Ghost Emperor.
Oh, so it's after that? But it's still after that.
Alright, then after that goes Heavenly Dow.
Heavenly Dow.
And then maybe the one in between the Heavenly Dow and D132 then is what we're missing.
No, that's Daylight.
Well, then before that. Because I think... look, Ghost Emperor was 5. If I'm remembering correctly. Embryo, the Heavenly Dow was 6. And if I remember correctly, Daylight was 9. So
shit.
So what's 7 and 8? One of those is his Ghost Crow technique.
Yeah, one of them is.
Yeah,
Ghost Crow was early.
Yeah, and I don't remember what the other one is.
Bro, what was that? What was it?
So it's between when he goes to Daylight Prefecture and gets that, and right before that, what was happening? Oh, he was in Nightshade territory. But that's when he got his 6.
That was the life lamp.
He got a life lamp. He got that.
It was a life lamp. That's life lamp from Blue Dragon.
Yeah. Life lamp and Blue Dragon.
I swear he used the Emperor's sword.
Did he? I don't think he did. I really don't think he did.
No, it wasn't. It can't be because I feel like that was such a big one.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I actually don't. I can't believe I can't remember it. We'll probably think of it randomly.
Yeah.
Because part of it's fighting.
Yeah. Wow, I feel like it's such a big thing and it's just going over my mind.
I think it's an easy one too.
Yeah, it probably is. Whatever, we got 11. So he puts the Timescape bottle in there. The captain actually tells him to do it. Also, throughout this little Forbidden by the Immortal arc, we find out like a lot of more of like the captain's timeline. Like maybe not exactly the timeline, but we get to see like how ancient he is.
Yeah.
For example,
he knows a lot of shit.
Yeah, we find out that he's it seems like he's some sort of god. That like is either like
I don't think he's a god.
Or something like godly. You know? That's how I think of it. Cause they say
he like possess some kind of like divinity?
Yeah, because they describe him as like a bunch of seals, but like what was it? They said it was like a dead god body with a bunch of seals. So I don't know if he's like he has to like eat enough to recover his god body, or I don't know what it is, but like it seems like he has. He
probably does possess some kind of divinity.
Yeah.
How old do you think he is?
I think he's at least
10,000.
10,000. I don't know about that part. I'm gonna give him 3,700.
Really?
I originally thought he was like 1,000 years old because 100 years for each thing. But now with the more we found out about him, I'm giving him 3,700.
3,700.
I wanted to say 2,800. I don't know why. You know, I'm going to 2,800. That really felt right.
10K.
10K.
I don't know.
2,800.
He's hella old.
2,800 years. How old he is. We also find out from Master 7th. One, we find out Master 7th is wrecking.
He's old. Actually, you know what? He's the 10K.
Yeah.
Master Captain, I'll go 5K.
No, I don't think Master 7th was a reincarnator.
What?
Where did he get that?
It feels like he's known the captain for so long.
I feel like, he has known the captain for so long. That's actually a good point. But it almost, it's actually a really good point.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he is similar to I feel like he's another reincarnator. Like in my head, that's the only way it makes sense because I don't think he's lived that long. Either that or he's something like the captain where he does do sealing. And he just unseals it as time goes on.
So originally, that's actually
like
a good
cultivation
point.
sealing.
Yeah, that's a good point because originally what I thought was that they were both like that they weren't in the same generation, but I thought Master 7 came in, and then maybe like a generation or two after came the Captain, and like after that the Captain just kept living.
Yeah.
But that was like back when I thought he only like went up to gold core or something.
Yeah.
Now with new information,
you know he's been like a top level cultivator, so who keeps reincarnating to.
And I don't think Master 7 would talk to him the way he does if he wasn't himself like a crazy powerful guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, he has because like the more you hear about the Captain, it's just like he's the Master 7's clearly known him for a while, so he has to be way older.
So then, what do we think about Master Bloodsmelter? Was he just like? Does he just know about the act? Because he's definitely not as like a reincarnator like these other two guys.
I think this is his era.
Yeah.
I think he's younger than them, but like he's. I think he knows.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's privy to some secrets.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I think, yeah, that makes sense.
So
I think you might be right about that.
Yeah.
And well, one big thing is Master 7th. He hit. We already knew he hit Void Returning. We thought he was at the first stage. Here we see him insta kill a first stage Void Returning beast. So we're like, he must be at least third stage ish because it's like an insta kill. Like,
well, he could do. Oh yeah, actually, I was gonna say second, but I don't feel like a second.
It was kind of like just like a look.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like there's no way that's just a second Void Returning.
Really strong.
Yeah, I think he's at least third Void Returning. And basically, he got that extra power boost because of the experimental god bodies from this, and they're called second generation.
Yeah.
Because that's the ones that Master Shang 1 and his dad were. Master Shang 1 was the prototype. His dad, his dad Chu Tenya, something. I forget. Master Shang 1's dad.
Yeah.
Also known as the son of the Soaring Cloud Sex.
Oh, Chu Tiankun.
Yeah, him. He was the perfected god body of the second generation, even though it's obviously not perfect. And then now there's a third generation god body, and that's what we're gonna find in a bit. But Master 7 got his power from getting like God source, not God source, but he got God power from the god bodies. That was big. That was pretty much everything that happened. That was super important.
Well, the last part.
I was talking before the last part.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Was that all the setup for it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, what else is there?
I think that was it.
That was it? Alright. Then the big reveal happens. You got this, bro.
Alright, so when they're supposed to leave, this is when everyone's supposed to leave Forbidden by the Mortal.
Yeah.
Haul ass, get out, shit's about to go down.
Yep.
And, Zuki and the Captain are like...
I don't think they tell them they all have to leave. I think they tell them to go to the safe area.
Oh yeah, but people are allowed to leave.
That's people are allowed to leave.
Yeah, but they go to the safe area.
Yeah.
Captain and Zuki are like, we're gonna jog back.
Yeah.
And then we see, all of a sudden, the descent. Was it the descent of the Crimson Goddess?
No, we see the descent of the guy she's hosting. What's his name?
Oh, Zhang Ziyan. That's what happened. So he's his body is like being used as a catalyst or a medium to help the Crimson Moon Goddess descend and eat the clone of the god of the finger we have. So she pulls up. They rip this boy apart, but we clearly see there's a two-way transaction going on here, and we see another hand come out. Gets his share of the clone body.
3 fingers.
Oh, he gets 3 fingers?
He gets 3 spikes, they call it.
Yeah. So they're both about to share it. So this is clearly a deal between the 7th Prince, the Crimson Moon Goddess, and Torchlight.
I would also put in...
But I didn't guess it was Torchlight until they told us.
Yeah, me either. I would also say also in that would be the Imperial Majesty, because he's the one telling the 7th Prince what to do. The 7th Prince is just doing what he's told. But I think that's important because we find out some stuff about the Imperial
Which actually, now that you just said that, because before we turned on the camera, we were talking about the next arc. I don't think he's going to the Imperial Academy after.
No.
No, because of just what you just said. Now what I remembered.
Okay.
But after they're both about to get their share, a third hand pulls up, grabs a little piece.
Yeah,
we all knew who it is.
One little hand grabs one tiny spike.
Was fast. He was like, I'm quick as fuck, boy. Go.
Yeah.
He disappeared to be a Master 7.
Yeah.
He's quick with his hands.
Yeah. We might see a Smoldering God Master 7.
Yeah.
Soon
So they dip, obviously, but to the Crimson Moon Goddess, this is just a snack. So everyone was like, oh, he wouldn't just invoke the Crimson Moon Goddess just for this. So we see the clone of the god is trying to escape. Yeah. And so he opens up
a portal.
I forget the name of it.
It's the something. The hell something what?
It's some kind of death region, but it's a...
I like the name.
It's like a it's like a feeding region for the Crimson Moon Goddess. This is the real reason why she didn't send it, because she was hoping to have this clone open the portal so she could go in and eat. And we find out that the 7th Prince making this deal with Torchlight to draw out the Crimson Moon Goddess, so the Crimson Moon Goddess can eat and go to sleep. Because she is the god of the Nightshades, and they're at war with the Nightshades and Holy Tides, and so they want to put the Crimson Moon Goddess into sleep by eating some high quality food, put her into a food coma, and then lessen the blow. So everyone was like, "Oh, so you have a plan for putting her to sleep? We can know what happens when she's awake." That's the next arc, Crimson Moon Goddess arc.
Well, but before, one important thing when she goes to the portal to the other area, she's not just eating more things. She's eating a high god.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Because look, the clone of the god is just a low tier god.
He's like serving.
It's the appetizer
right here. She goes into the land of cruel murk.
Yes, that's a cool name.
And she devours the god fire of high god flawless hell. So she eats a clone of a god and a high god, and that should put her to sleep.
So Crimson Moon Goddess, she's in the next arc. She is the next arc.
Oh, for sure?
Well, that's just my guess.
Okay.
I feel like, because we haven't wrapped that up about them. So I feel like going to the Imperial Academy. Well, actually, maybe they go to the Imperial Capital and he sends them on a mission. He's like, to deal with it or something.
Because this is what I think that's not happening. Because one thing that happened was that when this all goes down, the Imperial Majesty also had a plan of his own. And so as soon as Crimson Godmother, is that her name, right?
Crimson Moon Goddess.
Crimson Moon Goddess, eats the high god, while she's doing that, the Imperial Majesty is like...
7th Prince?
Huh?
Talk about the 7th Prince?
No, the Imperial Majesty is like, psych, y'all thought we were weak. We pull out a domain weapon.
Oh.
And he started launching it. I think it's called Domain Sun.
Son of the Dawn.
Son of the Dawn.
Which is sick.
And you guys gotta remember that the Nightshades, they live in perpetual darkness.
Yep.
And sun is their weakness. So he launches the Son of the Dawn into their territory, and he basically kills regions of them. I don't know how many regions the Nightshades have, but basically they're all getting devastated. So, and their high god, or their god that they pray to, is Crimson Moon Goddess. And so they gave her an offering, but she's like, I'm all set. I'm literally eating a high god. You ain't got nothing this good.
Yeah.
So she's not answering the Nightshades' calls. So the humans did a 180 on the Nightshades and started wrecking them. And then, so that was a huge thing, because remember, guys, if you have a domain item, you're considered
a top level race.
I don't know about a top level race, but I'd say a major faction.
That's top. No, well, actually, okay.
I think a middle faction, actually.
Middle.
A faction that you have enough power to stand by your own.
Okay, you can survive.
Yeah.
Because basically everyone was saying, during the war, is the Flame Mystic Moon Heaven race is coming. They're going to do their species hunting ritual, and then if you don't have a domain weapon, you're not going to be able to defend yourself.
Yep.
But humanity was said to have lost it. We got one back.
Yep.
+1 for humanity.
Yeah, we actually got it through the light people eyes.
Oh, I know. I forgot the name of the race. But There's a race that absorbs sunlight with their eyes, and they've been donating it to humanity, and they use that as a foundation for the domain weapons of the Dawn.
Yes. And so that's how. And so during this is how things get reversed. So, and also we find out around right at this time that so we both thought that I thought more than you, but that the Holy Tide Ancient Emperor was a smoldering god. I thought that. I don't know if you did too.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I thought he was a smoldering god. We find out he wasn't, but he became a smoldering god during this part. And so he got pushed into smoldering god, and with that he used the smoldering god power to cut off the Nightshade bloodline from the Holy Tides. So they're no longer servants, and the whole point of that is they were going to come back to the human race.
Yep.
So we get that, and so basically the humans get a whole other region, because the Holy Tides have a Holy Tide region. The humans are going to be like the Emperor, and the Holy Tide is still going to have like their own cities. They'll be like the governor. You know, they'll be able to govern their region, but you know, they pay taxes. It's kind of like that. So the humans get that whole region. They decimate like a bunch of area around the Nightshades, and we did a whole 180 on the war. Like, we come back, we wreck people, we're doing crazy. That all happens because of this Crimson Godmother plan. And
I said we're not done with her.
Yeah, we're not done with her. But the whole point is for her to go to sleep for a long time. That's why I'm like surprised you're saying that we're gonna do something to her.
Well, because she's gonna wake up one day.
I know, but I thought it wouldn't be like something that they're gonna handle right now.
Well, I feel like the best time is right now.
For sure.
Because because now the Nightshades are on the defensive, the Holy Tides are on their side, and him and the captain have the aura and the god source of the Crimson Moon Goddess. So it would make a lot of sense for it to be the next arc. Yeah. Like a mission from like the Imperial capital.
What are they gonna do to her? They're not gonna kill her.
It doesn't have to be to her, but maybe they can do something to the region.
You know, my question, are you talking about the Nightshade region?
Yeah.
Like, okay then.
Go to the like Nightshades and like maybe they have like some like
cool stuff, basically.
There's other cool stuff. It can because you know like obviously give like worship or whatever. You can just destroy like altars or some shit. I don't know. Or they steal more of her shit.
This is my question though. The Nightshades have a domain weapon. What happens to the domain weapon? Is it connected to Crimson Godmother?
Oh yeah.
Goddess? Or like why wasn't it used?
It might be connected to her.
They never explained that, so I was like, why?
Because what is it? It's ice. Oh, you know what? It's just a bad matchup.
You think it's just that crazy?
It's ice versus the sun. That's a clearly bad matchup.
Yeah, that's true. But if it's on a domain weapon, wouldn't they be at least at equal levels?
No. It's like, because it's like with...
Like, for example, like water and ice, they counter each other, right? But like if you have enough fire, you turn the water into mist, right? And so they, like if you have the water and fire at the same level, then they just cancel each other out.
Well, the domain weapon is probably... Probably a lot. It's probably dependent on the moon, on their Crimson Moon Goddess.
That's what I'm thinking. Like it has to be
that would
related.
make the most sense.
Yeah, because they never mentioned the Nightshades using it to defend themselves. That's the whole reason the Nightshades are a powerful race, right? Not the only reason, but one of the reasons.
Yeah.
They have a domain weapon, so I'm like, why wasn't it used? You know, because they could have.
Or
saved.
it could be like maybe the usage is not high.
Oh, they can't use it all the time.
Because they said they have a Son of Dawn, but they could have. Maybe it's like they have multiple. Like it's something they make. Because it sounded like they threw a bunch, not like one.
The way the Emperor was talking, or the way they described the Emperor, they said he basically used it like 3-4 times.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm just like maybe it's like they have a lot to use, and it's like for them it's like they can't just be they can't spam
it. Yeah, we can't spam.
That would actually make more sense. Where it's just like, okay, we used it once, or it's like the usage is different. Like, okay, we can freeze an area, but it's like we can't just like it's not like an artillery where it's like we're gonna just like and just freeze your capital.
Yeah.
Or if it sound from the way they said like use it 3 or 4 times. Like, sounds like they can just aim it at something.
Yeah.
Just fucking chuck it.
Be like, Armageddon!
Yeah. Which would make that actually, so, yeah, I think that's probably what it is. And the matchup is just ass. Because it's like, even if you freeze the area, it's like, well, I'm just going to launch 3 more on top of you.
Okay, because I was wondering why the Night Shields didn't do it, but there's probably one of the domain treasures probably connected to Crimson Moon Goddess, and they probably can't use it as much as the humans can. Because the humans just created theirs.
Yeah.
So, big deal. Also during this, as soon as Crimson Godmother takes kills the clone of the god, absorbs him up, Zoo King is like, my time to shine, and he fully finishes all of his Nascent Souls, or all of his gold core palaces, right? He starts absorbing the energy in the place.
Yeah, I don't know if he finished his gold core palaces.
Yeah, he gets all of them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So he gets all of them up to the Nascent Soul form level, but he doesn't hit Nascent Soul, this was a little confusing because of something that happened later. You know, like during that whole little saga. So all of his gold cores formed up into Nascent Souls, and when they go into Nascent Soul, technically you're not a Nascent Soul cultivator until you go through a tribulation.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do, you should be a full Nascent Soul cultivator.
Yeah.
And that's where my confusion came up.
Oh, well, he just didn't...
But he went through one.
No, so... What was it? Because I know what you're talking about, because it did confuse me a little, because they changed it where there's like... Because he's supposed to go through... Because they wanted him to have like some huge one.
Yeah.
Whereas it makes him really strong.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember what they said.
We'll get to it then. We'll get to it. But yeah, that's what happened in Forbidden by the Immortal. Everybody got crazy benefits. Well, actually, not everybody. Mostly Master 7th.
Yeah.
Crimson Moon Goddess. Imperial Majesty. Zoo King.
And this is what happened after, when I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
This was after. And this is when the Master 7th is like, alright, it's time to leave. Or...
Cause he has to run. He doesn't want anybody to know that he took a bite.
Yeah, because he was so annoyed. He was like, I just took a small piece. Why are they chasing me down?
Yeah.
But he was telling them, he was like, we have a month. He was like, be ready to leave in a month. Get out of here. We'll go back to 7 Blood. He said 7 Blood Eyes.
Yeah, 7 Blood Eyes.
And he told him not to do anything crazy and just lay low. And this is when Zoo King...
This man gets anxious.
Yep, and he starts... Drinking. He's trying to...
Full-blown alcoholic. I think he drinks 25 days in a row.
Yeah, because
like
he was trying... So basically, because he puts it all together.
How did he put it all together, though? What was the last piece of the puzzle that he got? It was something big.
Someone told him something. I forget what the information was. But... No, I feel like it was the pill.
But he knew about that pill at 5:11, but something happened at 5:29 that something gave him something.
Yeah, I forget what the splash of knowledge it was, but essentially, when he gets this piece of information, he puts it all together in his head, and he realizes who the killer is.
Yes, I need to find it, bro.
The killer. The man who betrayed us. Who betrayed humanity.
Wait, where is...
Do you want to find it first?
I'm finding it right here. Oh, you know what it is?
What?
When, So after the battle, Forbidden by the Immortal, Big Bro Kong shows up. And he's giving a white bolid to Zoo King. And Zoo King was like, oh, thanks, man. Like, obviously Zoo King doesn't need it because of his crystal. But he like goes to take one just to like put up an act so like people don't see through his secrets. And he goes to eat it and he smells it.
That's what I've been saying!
I know, but like, You trying? It was something else, bro.
No, I
I
wasn't.
think you're talking about the wish box smell.
That is part of it.
Okay, but I didn't, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was looking deep into it. I wasn't listening. Continue.
Bro, that's what I mentioned the white bolus like 5
No,
times.
but obviously the wet bullet is the key piece. But like, how he smelled, how he connected it to the person.
Yeah.
Was like
To the spill.
through the smell, but like.
I don't remember.
Not the white bullet itself, you know what I mean? Because he knew about the white bullet.
Yeah, I just don't remember what happened in 511 that made him start suspecting it.
What made him start suspecting him at 511 is he found out that the wish box used to have a life-having fate pill.
Okay. Oh, that's what it was.
So he knew the fate pill was the reason the governor died, but he didn't know who killed him with the fate pill.
Oh, so see, you were confusing me the whole time, like, because I kept saying the white bullets, and you're like, no. I was like, that's what happened.
Because you're trying to say it too early. You're trying to say it at 511. You had them reversed.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because both times he smelled the
he just didn't smell the pill at the beginning.
Yeah, that's why it was messing me up. But here at 529, he smells the pill.
Yes. That's when he puts it all together, and he realizes that the pill smells like the light habit pill in the wish box has the same exact smell, and that's when he realizes that the white bolus pills are the poison for the governor, because he remembers
flowers.
He remembers what the lieutenant governor says about transforming. So basically, he realized the governor wasn't poisoned by eating a pill. He was poisoned by everyone else eating pills. And essentially what it was is that they took the White Havoc Fate pill and he put some of its power into all these pills.
The white bullets.
Yep, just a little bit. So it was just like he was slowly poisoning him
like a
over
0.001% each pill. And he even said it in his first class to the new sword sages. He was like, sometimes to create a situation, you have to transform the environment, and that through the transformation of the environment, it will affect.
Yeah, you'll get the result you
want. And so that's why I was like confused, because I was like, so he doesn't feed him the pill, but then how does he kill him? Because that wasn't making sense to me. But then, like, I talked to this gamer, and he explained to me like this. That made a lot of sense. He was slowly putting a little bit of poison in all of the people, and by changing, because all the people in CC Link County,
they provide destiny aura
to the lieutenant governor, to the governor.
So when they eat the pill, their destiny aura gets poisoned, and the governor absorbs it. And so over time, he just gets more and more poisoned until the full effect of the pill kicks in and killed it.
That was so treacherous.
It was the most, and that's why you said, like, when you told me, you're like, how do you fight back? Because I was like, well, you have to.
You just have to know.
Yeah, like it's just unlucky that they got the pill and he started doing this, right?
That is so a half step smoldering god killed like that.
Well, that's why it's so difficult, because like it took a long time to kill him. So it's like, as long as one person inspected that pill, just the way like Zuking did, they could have figured it out. Which is why it was so dangerous, but it was so bold at the same time.
Yeah, especially with the lieutenant governor, like Zhu King, when he finally put all the pieces together, he was like, this man was mocking everybody in front of their faces and nobody knew. Like, he was openly like mocking them, or not openly, but he was openly but also discreetly mocking everybody.
Yeah.
So that the fact that like he was basically telling people what he was doing through a roundabout way, but nobody connected it. Because why would they suspect the kind lieutenant governor who gives to the people?
Yep. And we also find out after this that the Seventh Prince and the lieutenant governor are working together. They have a secret side deal.
We find out what that is.
Yep. So he wants to make him the governor, and he'll take all the destiny aura, which he said like now.
The lieutenant governor will become the governor.
Yeah, and he said like because the destiny aura, obviously after it exploded on the governor, it's like it's like a ripe fruit now. So now it's gonna be like really good to like absorb and do it. I don't know what he was planning on doing.
So what he wanted to do, so there's two things that one.
Yeah.
Seventh Prince just wanted fame like a bozo.
He wanted to be a hero.
Yeah.
So
such a bozo.
So I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird motive. Like obviously there's something deeper.
Yeah, there definitely is.
But I feel like the hero part is more because he wants to be crown prince.
Yeah.
And he wants to be the emperor. And so I think, and he said even he said he was like, as long as I fulfill my duties that my father told me to do, I'll outweigh and they can't prove that I'm working with the Torchlight. It'll outweigh the losses. The gains will outweigh the losses.
And then we also
shows he's not in line with his father.
Yeah, he definitely is. And we find out from, so obviously Lieutenant Governor is from Torchlight, and we find out what he wants is the skull of his master. And
the Crown Prince of Siam.
Crown Prince of Violet and Siam.
Oh, Violet.
So that's who we believe his master to be, and that's the big revelation, right?
Yep.
And then everybody has put this together. Not everybody. The Lieutenant Governor obviously is in on this. The Seventh Prince is in on this, and Zoo King knows.
Yep.
Other people know there's something fishy, but they don't know what's what.
Yeah, that's why Master Seven said leave.
Yeah.
Captain telling him to stay low.
Oh, yeah.
And Zoo King, that's why he's drinking.
Yeah.
He's trying to suppress the feeling. He says, and he keeps telling himself, "Oh, I gotta go home.
Just gotta let it go. They're so much stronger than me. I can't do anything.
I'm gonna go back and enjoy my life. I'll come back later.
Once I have the power to do so." And then he just kept suppressing it, and then we get to the day of the governor or the lieutenant governor becoming the governor, and we had a big ceremony. Yep.
And at the last moment, when
you gotta describe the ceremony, bro. It builds the epicness.
It did build. Actually, you're right. It was hard. So basically, they're going through the ceremony.
Yeah.
They're listing out the governor's achievements. The crowd is in uproar. They're cheering.
And then
they're chanting his name.
Yeah.
They're all happy, and Zuki the entire time is like, "I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it."
The captain goes to Zoo King, puts his hand on his shoulder, really rough, like,
yeah.
"Nah, we're good, bro.
Hold up.
We're gonna go home. We're gonna go home later." And then the Seventh Prince he's saying the questions. He's like, "Do you all want the governor, lieutenant?"
That's what the heaven, man, and earth, bro.
I can't remember it.
I got you. This is what happens. So to become the governor, you need the heaven, man, and earth approval. Heaven is the heavenly Tao, but AKA the Imperial clan can act as the heavenly Tao. So the heavens, first he asks the heavens, and he looks to the sky. The Seventh Prince is steps in, and he's like, "You do." And then
you hear the cry from the little boy.
The Destiny Aura is the little boy. He's the manifestation of the Destiny Aura, and he's crying because he's like, this is gonna be destruction of the county. And then the sky, I believe, is also the Seventh Prince. Yeah. I don't remember why that is. I think it's because he's a leading government official there.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. And so the Seventh Prince is like, yes, you can. And then the last question is the earth, and that's all the people. And everybody's like, yes, 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 yes. And I remember the hardest line, bro. I feel like I say this every time we read this. This is the hardest line I've seen this book. This man said, I forgot about this. Sword Sages can prosecute anybody except the Emperor. And he said, this man ain't the Emperor, bro. Yeah. He's not the Emperor. Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that. That should give me shivers.
Sword Sages can execute anyone but the Emperor.
Anyone below the Emperor.
Yeah, I think anyone below the Emperor.
Yeah.
I think he can execute everyone but the Emperor is what they said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I said below because it just sounds cooler.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's but the Emperor. Okay. I like that. Either way, it gets the message across. And so everybody's applauding. And Zoo King is like, I object. Oh, it was crazy, bro. And then they went through a whole word battle.
You know what was crazy is that I thought he wasn't going to do it.
Me either.
I thought they were going to let it go and he was just going to leave. Because I was like, that would be in line with the book.
That's what I thought too. And They even gave it. Zoo King even said like, "This isn't me," but like, it is him. Like in his core, it's him.
Yeah, he was like.
But he doesn't let that core out enough because of the world he's in. But like the Palace Lord touched his heart enough that he's like, I can't disrespect his lineage, and like
He's like, fuck contemplation.
Yeah, fuck all this. Like, there's some things you have to do. If not, like it's like what
there's
Long
something
Chen
worth
says.
dying for.
Yeah, there's something worth dying for. If you're cultivating to fight against the heavens, there's some things you need to be worth like staking your life on. You know, and he objects, and then there was a whole process. I can't do it.
We're not gonna go word for word because you just have to read it.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say he was talking smack. He was just telling the governor. He basically went through the process of his mission from Palace Lord Khan. He then told the governor.
He started. I have a 30,000 meter of light. That was important.
Oh yeah, this is why we can't give it enough justice because he goes through the process of his investigation. And then the author goes through Zoo King's learning process of he learned from what's his face, the Thunder guy. The first guy he was
Grandmaster Sergeant Thunder, yeah.
He was like Sergeant Thunder taught him.
Oh, so sick, bro.
Yeah, Sergeant Thunder, Grandmaster Bai, Master 7th, Palace Lord Khan.
They all taught me something, even if they didn't know.
I forget exactly what each one said, but it was every single lesson that they ever gave him. He used in this moment. The seventh,
even the completion of an arc.
Yeah,
bro.
the Seventh Prince as well.
It almost felt like the climax of the book, bro.
It did.
He was like every single step of my journey.
Yes.
I was like,
what? I was like, the journey's. We're not even halfway there, bro. But he was
so
like,
crazy.
But he was like, this is from the day I left my home to now. Everything I learned, I'm gonna use it today to defeat you. And he did just that. The lieutenant governor fought back with his word warriors. He kept trying to say, nah, you're Cap. He's just trying to say Cap every time.
And I remember,
he got close to winning.
Yeah, and a big thing about Zoo King when he was doing it was that every time he would say something to the lieutenant governor about like everything he's talking about, he's like, "Is anything I said a lie?" Or, what were the words?
Were there any errors?
Yeah. Were there any errors in my judgment?
Please correct my errors, lieutenant governor.
Yeah, and then he was like, he just stayed quiet. It was like such a hammer without noise.
You can feel the momentum building because the crown above Zoo King's head was slowly building.
The Destiny aura was switching.
Yep. And then he also told the crowd about the white bowl pills, and then that's when the crowd turned on the lieutenant governor, and everyone turned on him. The sword sages turned on him,
and it was crazy. Basically, like you said, we can't go through it all, but like the big parts, lieutenant governor finally had enough of the shits. He's like, I gotta kill this man.
Yep, and
he sent out two void returning
fourth levels. Yeah, and then we find another thing: the blood. The Seventh Prince's Guard.
Oh, Seventh Prince's General Missimo.
Yeah, no, not Missimo. It was the blood.
It's blood General Missimo.
Oh, okay. Well, he turns out to be Marcus Yao.
Yep.
And he wasn't supposed to. He was trying to wait because he wanted to do the other governor's plan, but he said, "Nah, we're gonna do this now because you put the wool over our eyes and you tried it, but you're not gonna get away with it." So the whole world, and he was like, he did the same thing. Please correct my errors, lieutenant governor. And I was like,
well, I think one important thing we have to stay here, just for accuracy's sake, is that Master 7th came out first.
Oh yeah, and blocked the first one.
He blocked the first one. He said, if a master cannot at least protect his disciple, then what's the master for?
Yeah.
And then he stood on his side, and then Marcus Yao came. That's important, just because later on Master 7 calls out Marcus Yao. He's like, if I didn't come up, what do you have? That was important. But then, then a bunch of people start fighting. They're going crazy. What happens? Marcus Yao actually defeats one of the puppets, and he finds out that the puppet is one of the old palace lords from the administrative palace and the legislative palace.
And this is actually this is when the crowd fully turns because he gives a secret. He says we all used hexes on our souls
Mm-hmm.
to connect with one another.
Mm-hmm.
So even though you put their souls in these puppets, if the hex activates, it'll temporarily wake them up, which is more than enough proof that you are working, that you're an enemy.
Yeah, because you took the souls of our palace lords.
Oh, also another thing is that he's obviously Torchlight. Torchlight people don't lie, but he lied, and so that's why everyone is like, okay, something you messed up because you weren't supposed to lie, and so they start insulting him about the crown prince, and he gets worse and worse, and then he finally takes off the mask. He did it too late though.
And then when he took off the mask, basically he starts basically using the power of the broken god, right? And he starts basically making everything mutagen filled. And then this was sick when Zhu King was like, I have a sword like Palace Lord Kong, and all of the sword sages gave him like their like fighting power, and that's when Ghost Hand was like, I'll finally unleash my attack to kill the person who killed the Palace Lord.
Yeah.
And so he used that sword slash and almost killed the Lieutenant Governor, but he couldn't do it. I just thought I had to call out Ghost Hand there, because he finally got to use the slash.
But the past, present, and future thing makes sense now though, because we realize that his real name is Bai Zhaozhu, and he is from the Crown Prince of Violent Sounds. He was, I forget, what was his position again?
He was the Lieutenant Governor back then.
Yeah, so he's the Lieutenant Governor of the current, of Sicilian County. It wasn't called Sicilian County, but of the land that it's on.
It was Sicilian County, but back then it was
a different name.
It was called the Land of Violet and Scion, and the Prince of Violet and Scion was the governor.
Oh, and he was the Lieutenant Governor.
Yeah.
So he came back, and his whole goal was to sacrifice this to the Crown Prince of Violet and Scion, but he clearly failed.
Another point, when Zhu King used the slash, he killed the servant of the Lieutenant Governor, and we find out the servant was Night Dove.
Oh, yeah.
So we killed Night Dove. Officially, he's off the list.
Yeah,
he almost got Oscar killed.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
anticlimactic death.
Yeah, very. Because the blow was meant to kill the Lieutenant Governor, but Night Dove kind of took the first impact, and the Lieutenant Governor was able to...
Yeah, but this is the big reveal, is that when the Crown Prince of Violent Sound died back then, Bai Zhaozhu sacrificed the land of Violent Sound to the fragmented god to reincarnate.
And guys, when we say sacrifice, he went out. He said, I'm not saying word for word, but it's pretty much what he said. He slaughtered every single person in the county. And by person, I don't mean human. He slaughtered every single being. That's probably the better word in Sicilian County back then. That is crazy.
Yep.
And this whole plan was that once he took this is the Destiny Aura part. Once he took the Destiny Aura of everything, he was going to use that Destiny Aura to sacrifice the current Sicilian County and take all of the souls from the people and take them to like the land of Krulmark or wherever they take them. And from that area, he's going to bring the souls of the old Sicilian County people and put them into the current people. So basically, the souls of the people who currently live in Sicilian County will get taken to the underworld, whatever you want to call it. And then from the underworld, the Sicilian County people from back like thousands of years ago would come back into new bodies, and they'd all come back alive. And that's how Bai Zhaozhu would atone for his sins, because he's like, even though I killed you all, I'll like bring you back to life.
Yep.
That was a hard bar. Not gonna lie. That was hard.
Yep. And then what ended up happening was they didn't kill him, and he was about what, I forget what exactly happened, but Zhu King used his final trump card.
He's his Godfinger.
But that didn't work.
Yeah, but he used it, and the Lieutenant Governor thought that was his final trump card.
Oh yeah.
And Zhu King the whole time was like, "Get near me, man! Get near me!" And finally, he uses the finger, and Lieutenant Governor was like, "Oh, that's all you got?" I thought you had something else, man. And then he gets up close to finally kill Zhu King, and he was like, "I did." And I forgot about it, bro.
Me too.
This is when I texted you. I was like, I'm not missing nothing no more, bro. Because this is what happened, guys. The talisman from ancient Emperor Spirit.
Yep.
From
the ancient Spirit Emperor.
From ancient Spirit Emperor from, what's that snake girl's name? Linger. She, in that, like, when Zuking went to save her, he found that ancient Spirit Emperor. And
he got a talisman. He said, I'll bring you food next time.
Yeah, it'll be like the interest. Or I'll bring you food to make up for what you did for me. Because he also took a bit of Destiny Aura from Ancient Emperor Spirit and gave it to Linger. And he puts it on Bai Zhaozhu, and he gets transported in there, and that man gets wrecked. Wrecked by Ancient Emperor Spirit, or Spirit Emperor. Or what was his name?
Ancient Spirit Emperor.
Ancient Spirit Emperor. He wrecks that guy. And he almost kills Zuking too. And as the king was like, if you kill me, you ain't getting no more food, man.
Yep.
That was dope, though. And, but one thing before he kills him, when Ancient Spirit Emperor almost kills Bai Zhaozhu, the Violet...
The Crown Prince of Violent Silence saves him.
He doesn't save him.
He did save him?
No.
What happened?
He did something. I'm actually forgetting what he did.
I thought he saved him.
He took something, but he didn't save him, bro.
I thought... Did he not save him?
He 100% didn't save him.
I thought that's why he was annoyed because he got away.
No.
No, I'm pretty sure he did.
100% didn't save him. Emperor Ancient Spirit was his name.
What happened? Let's see. Oh, he did die.
I know he died, but
he did something.
The Crown Prince came, son, and I want to know what it is. It's important. Oh, right here. Right here. Looked up to the sky. It's chapter 536. See, it's near the end. He says, I want the time that belongs to him.
Oh, he took his time back.
Yeah, you can't have it. And he says, I already took it. That's what so he took the time back. I didn't know what that meant, though. What do you mean by that? Like he took his past, present, and future back or something?
We don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's that we're supposed to not know what it means.
Yeah.
Because he said I have no past, present, and future.
Mm.
Maybe he only exists because of the Crown Prince.
Mm.
Like because since there's like a medium in the world that keeps him there, and it's the Crown Prince. The Crown Prince was like he gave him some power to be around, and he took it back.
Yep.
But yeah, after that was the biggest thing that happened, and then afterwards he kind of just.
I want to say one more thing on the Bai Zhaozhu. One important thing that I thought was really cool, or not cool, but like I think it shows how this world is not like black and white. Is that when Bai Zhaozhu was dying, like he's finally getting eaten. He's like he knows he's not escaping. My time is done here. He's like Zhu King, Cecil County is yours. Take good care of it. So like while he was a horrible person. He slaughtered like the whole county, but he was trying to like make up for his sins by like bringing them back. Mm-hmm. So for a way, like he was thinking like he was doing the right thing, in some way, and like he wanted what's best for the county, at the end, and so it was kind of like he's still not, he's still a horrible person, but like it's like at the end he still wanted Cecil County to be like in good hands, and so I thought that was pretty.
Yep, so Zhu King ended up being the next. He's going to be the governor in the future when he's qualified to hold the position because he's not strong enough. So they essentially make Master 7th, the Lieutenant Governor, and him and Marcus Yao are...
Marcus Yao is the governor.
Yep, they're running it together.
Yeah. And then they said if Zhu King ever hits Void Returning, he can become the governor whenever he wants.
Yep. So he has like all the Destiny Aura gathered on him. He's not a big name. He's that guy, and he gets invited to come to the Imperial.
Yeah, he gets 3 rewards from the Imperial Majesty.
Yeah, Imperial Academy. Who are the other 2?
So he gets a golden medallion.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So basically, he gets to reprieve the death sentence. So anything that would make him instantly get killed is forgiven. So I'm assuming he's gonna kill somebody crazy with that.
7th Prince.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That's like the best solution.
Yeah.
Or
I was just gonna kill somebody in the capital when he's in there.
it has to be a member of the Imperial family.
Oh, for sure. I thought it was gonna be like a crown prince or something.
Well, they don't have one.
You think they don't have one?
No.
That
Because
makes
he
sense.
wants to be the crown prince.
That's true. But they might already have
Oh,
one.
I
They
see what you mean.
switch,
And
you know?
he wants to switch. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think one of the princes is going to be worse than the Imperial Prince. I didn't even think of the 7th Prince. That's actually a great idea. He might just kill him later on.
I'd say that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Because he's always been, I'm not going to kill anyone who I'm not enemies with.
Yeah.
So the 7th Prince is a pretty big enemy.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, he's probably going to kill him. The second thing he gets is a golden Imperial robe, which basically allows him to go into the institution. Oh, what's it called?
Imperial Academy.
Imperial Academy. And we find out that if you go through the Imperial Academy and basically pass this test that they have in the Academy, you will be able to go to the Holy Lands, which are beyond revered ancient mainland, which is where all the ancient emperors and imperial sovereigns left when the Broken God came.
Yep.
And no one in the last 3,000 years.
So it's the Dark War calendar has passed the recruitment test.
Yeah, so
This is where Admar thinks we're going straight to Imperial Capital.
that's what I thought.
We're going to build up to get the recruitment and leave. I was like, Crimson Moon Goddess has to be dealt with.
I just thought in my head, the way they talked about her sleeping is that she's going to be asleep for like hundreds of years.
No.
Well, you think she's going to be back in 6 months?
I think they just want to deal with her while she's sleeping.
I think so too,
I think
but
that's the smartest objective.
I think so too, but I don't know if they have what it takes right now after everything that they've gone through.
I think everything that they've gone through is just part of a bigger plan.
You think they got bigger schemes after taking out Nightshades?
The Nightshades aren't. The war is still raging. They're just losing.
Yeah, but Nightshades are losing. Yeah, I don't think they have anything else after this, bro. They just unleashed the domain weapon. The Nightshades are in the back. The humans are wrecking them. The only reason they haven't taken over their lands is because of the dawn of the sun is just slowly just killing them by itself.
Yeah, I guess it's true. And we don't even know where the Crimson Moon Goddess is, actually, now that I think about it. We don't.
I mean, she might be in the land of Krulmark.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, in the Earth, or whatever.
Her weird ancient mainland?
Yeah, like, in this continent, like, where's, like...
Her nest?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know where her nest is.
That's true.
So I guess that would be part of the Imperial Capital would, like, know from, like, secret intelligence and was like, here's your mission.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So that's kind of everything that happened. I think right at the end we do see Zhu King leaves the Sealing County. He's going towards Seven Blood Eyes. And basically he's gonna, I personally think, and he kind of says it, he's trying to like fix up all his loose ends. Like, basically not loose ends, but he's gonna go see everybody he hasn't seen in years.
Yeah, so this is basically the last few chapters is Back to the Past.
Yeah.
He's going down. Oh, trip down memory lane.
Yeah, but we haven't gone there yet. He's on the way.
Yeah. So
I think after that we might meet the Phoenix, like officially as the Phoenix.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we get the real confirmation here.
Yeah.
We've pretty much all but assumed all the signs are there.
There.
But yeah, it'll be cool to get like a real confirmation.
Oh, you know what was cool actually? At the very end of chapter 540, our last chapter, we see the third prince again.
The third. Oh.
So third sib.
Yeah, third sib.
We find that he's back. We don't know where he was or anything, but he came. Actually, that might have been the teaser for 541. I don't remember. That's what it might have been, because I think I read 540 and then I was like, oh, I'm done. And then I think the teaser, the next part is we see that third sib is back.
Yeah.
So that's where we left off. We also destroyed a random branch of the smoke rights that held up Zoo King before. And he loved that.
So, that was amazing. Beyond Timescape wrapped up the novel, wrapped up the arc.
It felt like the novel.
I said the novel. Wrapped up the arc as perfect as possible.
I will say too, a quick thing that should probably be stated is when Crimson Moon Goddess, when she was eating the clone and then the High God, specifically the High God, they said that all the gods on the revered ancient mainland were like looking on to see what was happening.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of gods out there, and we also find out from Master. Oh, this is an important part. Master 7 said that gods aren't like actually like any different from a cultivator. It's just they're the higher level of personhood, you know?
They're the higher level being.
Yeah, higher level being, and like before they call it like personhood or whatever. And so basically he basically confirmed that they're just like super strong cultivators.
Yeah.
So like what I still think it's like the level beyond Smoldering God.
Me too.
It's probably like when you start becoming like an actual god.
Yeah.
It's like right there. The name Smoldering God. Then your smolders start burning. Become an actual god. So I don't know, something like that. But yeah, well, we'll see. It's probably like it could probably be like the worlds, because you know how smoldering gods, they're shown as to have the worlds on their back. Maybe it's them like returning to one, putting putting the world into yourself again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You become the universe, kind of thing. That actually makes a lot of sense. Because I think that's what they were talking about when Crimson Moon Goddess was using her power. They were saying that she had a bunch of cultivators in her body. Mm-hmm. They're not like real cultivators. They're just like many planets in her. And she would like, they didn't even know they were in Crimson Moon Goddess. Like they're just kind of like a farm in her. It's like Joss Flames from other novels.
It's like Renegade Immortal.
Yeah, but that was a little different. Because in Renegade Immortal they had the opportunity to fight back. And in Crimson Moon Goddess, you don't even know you're in a god, and you
they don't know either until.
Yeah, but like they can't instantly kill everybody in Renegade Immortal like.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
They're still the cultivation levels are still the same.
Yeah.
They're just like in a lower level world almost.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And the lower level world is like has an overlord, but like you can overthrow it.
Yeah.
That's Renegade Immortal. But here, it's like
they are part.
They're like a farm.
It's like if she gave birth to them inside of her body and she eats them after.
Yeah, and so that's why that actually makes a lot of sense. Then Smoldering God, after Smoldering God, she'll bring the worlds onto yourself.
Yeah,
that's how you get your energy from God. But I think that was important because they mentioned that a couple times because the mystery behind the gods are getting more and more clear.
It's been unveiled.
Yeah.
Which is why it's exciting.
It is exciting.
Can't wait.
Well, the thing we forgot to mention, and this is why I'm confused about Zoo King being Master Soul or not Master Soul. So when he took the Destiny Aura away from the governor, he went through his first heaven fate tribulation.
Oh, they blocked it. That's what happened.
But it didn't say he blocked it. I thought
they did block it.
So I thought the tribulation was coming down on Zoo King, and Zoo King was like, no. With his Destiny Aura of the whole county. So yeah, so he actually didn't destroy. He didn't actually pass his tribulation. He blocked it, like you said, and then retreated. What else happened during this? He got his 5th life lamp, and we find out it's capped at 5. And we also find out that after Ness and Soul, they're not as like.
They're not useful anymore.
Yeah, I think they're not as important.
Oh.
And we also find out during this that he has to do some sort of cleansing of the light lamps or the life lamps for them to be, they don't hinder him in his further levels.
Yeah, and also we forgot to mention that Crown Prince tried to take advantage of the situation when Zoo King killed the governor, thinking that he died, and he tried to separate the cultivators who didn't want to serve the 7th Prince. Then he came back, they made the crown on his head, and that's how they were able.
The crown on Zoo King, yeah.
Yep, and that's how he got the rewards from the Imperial decree, and the seventh prince got sent away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so seventh prince.
Yeah, big thing is during that whole fight with Sword Sage and everything, Seventh Prince was just on the side because he's like, I told him I wouldn't do anything, and everybody. There was actually a point where they asked him, like everybody looked at him, and he just stayed quiet, and then.
So he got his first loss
Yeah.
of many, and he's gonna die soon.
Facts.
I predicted now.
That's been episode 56.
Yes.
Light Now with Phoenix podcast, everybody. I've been Adam Moore.
This gamer.
Peace.